The Arena, Mining Blob's latest prison, and just like all Mining Blob prisons, it has a brand new, never before been seen mining detector. And you won't believe how it works! So at the very roof of the arena, they have this massive layer of waterlogged endstone walls, all above observers. And when any of these are updated, of course, the observer signal will be sent down straight to some temporary area bands that cover the entire range of the arena. And just to demonstrate, now this will be very laggy when it happens, if I break any block, it will simultaneously update every single wall all at once, immediately dropping the TPS of your server down to like 10, and activating all the temporary area bands, and eventually the actual kill switch. Then it will proceed to spam your chat with emotionally charged wording. Interesting design. Anyway, indeed, anywhere in the prison you try to mine observer walls, the kill switch will activate within 6 seconds or less. And obviously, it's impossible for the prisoner to get out of the cell in 6 seconds. But how does it work? The answer is, it doesn't. Now, I don't know if they did this on accident or if it was on purpose, but the builders of this prison made a huge mistake. But to explain how that mistake works, I must teach you about up walls. This is an up wall. You can tell because when I press F3, you can look on the right side of the screen and it says up equals true. If I place a wall to the side of it, it's still an up wall. But watch what happens when I place a wall on the other side. Now, it's no longer an up wall. You can tell because it's 2 pixels lower than its neighbors. But what do you think happens when I put a block on top of it? It's clearly the same height as its neighbors. It's a full block now. But is it an up wall? No, because Minecraft still knows that even though this looks like an up wall, since it does hit the top of the block, in F3 we can see this is not an up wall. This means in a large grid of walls, only the edge walls should be up walls, any of the middle ones should not be. Even when there's a layer of blocks on top of them, as you can see, all the blocks in the middle are not up walls. So now let's look at the arena mining detector. As we can see, all these walls are in the exact same layout I just showed you, so they shouldn't be up walls. But when we hit F3, every single one of these walls is an up wall. Now, how can that be possible? Well, at first I thought it was a world edit mistake, but I don't think that's possible because when you stack a bunch of walls, they're either going to end up like this, or they're going to update themselves. And if you update this line of walls, they immediately no longer become up walls. That's because it's physically impossible to have a wall going in every direction and being an up wall, unless you manually set it that way. Using this command, I can set block the impossible up wall that extends in all 4 cardinal directions. And then of course, I could stack this up wall, and now I have a full grid of impossible walls. Now that I have all these up walls, watch what happens when I update one of them. Instantly, every single one is no longer an up wall. And since that's a change to the block data, observers can detect that, and therefore when I have a huge grid of these walls, every single observer in your mining detector triggers at once, all because of an impossible world edit setup. So unless there's some secret exploit that they're not telling us that allows you to make butted up walls, I guess, then the famed arena mining defense that triggers itself in multiple locations.
It also has a mechanism that triggers the roof in multiple locations, making it even stronger.
As they say in the video, is fake. If they did this on accident, it should be a good lesson for the future that if you release, a redstone project, then maybe you should know how it works and not just go, oh wow, all the walls updated at the exact same time for no known reason. I mean, no idea how that's physically possible, but we'll just go with it. And if they did it on purpose, you really think I wouldn't notice? So the only way that multiple bands could activate if you dug down at one location is if you triggered one of these chains of observers, which goes down a long line of columns and activates several adjacent bands in a row. But all you have to do to avoid that is dig down right here at the very end of the chain at both directions. So if you dig down right here, you literally only activate a single band. Then you just have to bring a friend with you who's waiting at a safe distance and dig straight down. When you inevitably get kicked from the game, just have your friend stand there for 5 minutes and eventually all the area bands will despawn. You could escape the visiting room, the lower cell, the arena, or dig straight down from the roof. And my goodness, is the TPS of this prison horrible. Oh my gosh. Anyway, this has been the arena debunked. Have a good night.